what do they say? The saying, if it doesn't rain, it pours. Right now, I feel like I need to open up a hospital. There's 3 ill people. There's my boyfriend, Mickey, who everybody knows I've been covering on the channel, who's broken his leg and looks so painful. But anyway, there's him, and he's not struggling. Well, he is struggling at home, yeah, now. But there's him, and my mum, and my dad. My mum, well, let's start with my dad. My dad isn't very well. He's got 2 types of cancer now. He's got prostate cancer, which they said that he would live with, and he's got bone cancer. So the prostate cancer has passed to his bone, and Julian was reading it up. That cancer, the cells come from his prostate, so it's like having prostate cancer in his bones. So that's not very good, is it? And then he did have some radiology. I mean, he was just, I don't know what to hope for them, really, with the system and what's going on in the world today. It's a bit hard to know what to do and what to say. But he had radiology, which wish he hadn't, but he wasn't very well after that. And then he seemed to have an internal infection in his kidneys, and they put a stent in him, but if he hadn't had the stent, he would have died. So my dad's been quite close to a death experience already, and just when he comes out of hospital for that, my mum whips in and has her hip done, and didn't tell anybody. And then of course my children go, Jesus Christ, and they've been running up and down now, and it's my turn this week to go, because I didn't know, they didn't say anything. You just find out after she's had it. My dad had just come out of hospital from nearly dying, and then his wife goes off for 4 or 5 days, a week. I think she was away for a week, having a hip operation, but she'd been waiting a while for it. So when you're in that much pain, but now she's in more pain from having the operation. It's all a bit messed up and so forth. But I suppose I'm just making this little video. I'm going to go and stay with my parents for a few days this week. But I'm just saying, if you see videos missing on the channel, then it will be because I'm visiting. I can't do it all, and I feel so sad for everybody, and I feel useless because my parents live 4 hours away and Mickey lives 2 hours away, and it's, when they're that far away and you've got to work, it's all quite like, I just didn't know how I'm going to fit it all in at the moment. They're in totally different areas, and obviously Mickey hasn't met my parents yet because they live so far away, so it's all a bit manic really, but I just think I need to open a hospital. But anyway, in the future, if there are days when videos are missing and people go, why hasn't Karen made a video? It's because I just haven't got time. I'm visiting and things. But you never know, I might be able to manage it all. But it looks a bit like if there isn't a video, it's because I'm visiting and stuff. But anyway, I just thought I'd let people know. It's crazy what life brings to you. And I just feel so sorry for everybody because it's all got pain in it and emotional feelings. And my dad is, I suppose, he's 87 and my mum's about 83. So, they're older and, I don't know. It's all just a nightmare. I know that many people and a few of my really good friends are going through things. I'm not even sure if my dad's got dementia or not as well, on top of all that. So my son say, when you go to his house, it's like, welcome to the ship, and you get on board with Donald and then he takes you for this journey. He said, otherwise you just argue with him because he's going to go on and on and on about the same things. So to me that sounds like dementia, to be honest. But hey, we all have these problems, don't we? I suppose each family has these things going on. But it's my turn now, so I just thought I'd mention it in case there are odd days when videos don't turn up. Anyway, very sorry for anybody who's got ill parents or ill boyfriends or relatives. It's horrible, isn't it? And I feel useless. But anyway, I'm going to finish the video now. I'm just explaining that. But anyway, thanks for listening.
This is a very, very short video. Just to share some news. And I'm going to share a fact, not a speculation, but a fact. There was an announcement made today about the death of Queen Elizabeth II. That part definitely is factual. I'll give you another fact. Jason of ARCHAIX channel has shown repeatedly, and this is self-proving, and this is further evidence of the simulacrum, because several months ago I clearly remember that the prediction that one member of the royal family would die before the end of this year would be announced. It's self-evident. That is the blueprint. So if you're not aware of ARCHAIX channel, now is the time to familiarise yourself and see the patterns that are self-proving. That's all I have to say on the entire subject. I know what I see, and I know what I feel. And the evidence is overwhelming and self-proving. Love to you all, and ta-ta for now.
I hadn't quite realised how important it was to put things on the gate, on the fence that goes around the palace, or whichever palace, because when Diana died we had Kensington Palace as well, with stuff all around it. I hadn't realised how important it was, but I actually think, it happened in 2019. I just find this really weird. Camilla, so we're supposed to be a Church of England country, but Camilla's Catholic, and Charles has married a divorced woman. So most people thought that he had given away his title like one of his uncles in the 1930s, so the Queen could be king. The Queen's dad then became king. So people are a bit shocked that Charles was going to be king, and not just that, his wife Camilla is going to be consort queen. So what that means is that she is queen while her husband's on the throne, and if she lasts longer than him and he dies first, then she has to abdicate. She has no rights to the throne after her husband's gone. So why didn't that happen to Prince Philip, the Queen's husband? He was a lot more royal. He was a prince who'd been sort of thrown out of his country, but he had a title of a prince, and he never became consort king. But the way everything happened, I said to people, it's like he was the king, but nobody ever told us. The verdict is damaged. There you go. See, no one isn't. But Philip was still alive then, and if he had been crowned king somehow, and they just didn't tell us, then he'd be able to be there while the other one wasn't. And this was before, obviously, Philip died, or officially died. So I was actually wondering, so I think this was 2019. This is when he actually died, 2019. I mean, we had this, look at what happened when Diana died. Just look at the flowers. I went to Kensington Palace, not Buckingham Palace, but I went to Kensington Palace, and I can't believe the amount of flowers that were there. And we all know that obviously how she died isn't how they said, etc. But you see there at Kensington Palace, you had things all round the wall, the gate, and I hadn't realised, because they're putting the death of the Queen on the fence. So Diana's messages and flowers went on the fence. So I was wondering whether the plaque missing really was about her death. It was about telling those that knew she'd gone. Anyway, what's your thoughts? That's what I thought to that.
Standing at a staggering 100-foot tall, 80-plus rooms and 7 stories, is an abandoned treehouse in Tennessee. It has grown and expanded over the last 24 years by a minister named Horace Burgess and his divine calling from God. It was a place for people to enjoy and even have weddings. But due to illegal fire codes from the state, it was shut down in 2012 and remained abandoned ever since. For more videos like these, please subscribe.
I made a video a few months ago. I think I probably put it on Sun and Moon, but I might have put it on the Unscrambled channel as well. Explaining that Lake Mead in California was having a real problem, that the water levels had dropped so much that basically it's called dead zone, which means that really they wouldn't be able to take any water out of it because the pipes that take the water are so close to the surface, etc, etc. I've watched quite a few videos of this channel. They have grown immensely and are constantly reporting on Lake Mead. I haven't been there for a few weeks, but they made this video yesterday explaining that rain has happened and the lake has gone up by 4 feet. So that's good. Anyway, this is them explaining it. So enjoy the video, and let's just hope that Lake Mead is on its way back up for the people.
The end of Lake Mead, or is it not? Is it past its prime, or is it time? I can't think of anything. But how you doing, guys, out here? We're gonna check out a couple boats, do a Lake Mead update on water levels, and just drive around and see what's going on in the lake. A little bit windy day, but that's not gonna stop us. 7-mile-an-hour winds, 8-mile-an-hour winds, not too bad. Here's Junior.
We're gonna check out the lake and how it's been doing. We haven't been out here in a little while. I just checked our last video from the time we're filming right now was 13 days ago. And you guys saw that the water level actually raised a little bit. It's promising, but we don't know. We're gonna go check out everything we've been looking at. But check out this cool boat right here. Some broken windows, broken frame. Look at all that mud down there. Is that a little dead crawdad down there? A victim of the drought right there. A crawdad inside of the boat. There's some massive spiders in there. Jeez, yeah, that's a big one right there. That thing's the fat one. Must be eating good.
I hate spiders. I'm not afraid of them. I just hate them.
We've known about this boat for a little while now. We just haven't took the time to walk up, and it's obvious that this thing's super old. There's like probably 4 or 5 inches of mud on the inside. If you guys know what company this is right here, go ahead, comment that down below. Like when you think this boat would have been driving around and how much it was at the time, because this to me looks like the 70s. That looks like an old school 70s logo.
This spider right here is just hanging out. He's at a buffet. He's getting all he can eat right there. Those of you that are a little bit older know about Gilligan's Island. Look at this. This is a boat shipwreck right here. Some of the things we're going to answer in this video are: has the water gone down? How much has it gone down in the last 2 weeks? And are the fish biting? Those of you that have been following our channel for a while know that there's certain boats that we go and we look at for the water level. So we plan on doing some of that. So just follow along. On my TikTok, some people were thinking that Lake Mead actually dried up. No, that's wrong. It's a massive lake. There's plenty of water. It's gone down some, but there's plenty of water, and there's still stuff to do out here if you want to come visit. Let's go take a closer look.
Sure is getting windy out here, isn't it?
Yeah.
If we're not careful, we're gonna be the next people like that.
This is War Machine. This is the beast right here.
Be careful if we hit right there.
You're good. You're good. Whoa, that was a close call. Those rocks are sharp right there.
Get these waves that are already forming up.
7-mile-an-hour winds is what the weatherman said. But if you come out here, it's a little bit off every once in a while. It's about 10 to 12 right now.
Yeah, so if you want any more information, please go over there, called Sin City Outdoors. And yeah, I've been watching quite a few of their videos, and they will explain even more to you if you're interested in hearing what's happening to Lake Mead. Anyway, let's continue with the video.
Beautiful out here. Ladies and germs, I am happy to announce that Lake Mead is officially filling back up until it stops raining.
Yep. So from the looks of it so far, it looks like this lake's actually gone up a little bit more. There's the legendary pipe right there. And we're gonna go see where our groove is, but it's still underwater. And if anything, it looks like it's deeper underwater than it normally is.
We'll flash back to 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago I went and I stood pretty close to it, outside of the buoys, but I stood close to it so that you could see, you know, a size comparison next to me. So we'll throw that clip in here right now and then show you where the water level's at now. As you can see, I mean, this thing is probably 12 foot or higher, and I'm not even at the water level. This pipe right here is a massive pipe. Yeah, so I just wanted to show that.
And now, geez, as you guys can see, at one point down there, that was almost completely dry. And now it's starting to backfill a little bit and go all the way back there again. So that looks good. It's a promising sign. Let's see if we can see our little marker.
Oh yeah, that's about.
Oh yeah, it's down there. It's down there now. Yeah, that's got to be about 3 foot of water down there. The lake has raised about 3 feet since the last time we've been here. I saw a chart that said as of this morning we're at 1,044 foot above sea level versus back in July. On July 31st we were at 1,040. In the last month span we've gone up about 4 foot. So that makes sense. You know, from the last time we came out here and did an update, it looks like the water had gone up just a little bit, and it's gone up a few more feet. So we're now officially 1,044 foot. So that's really good news.